What kind of problems were you experiencing before you made the decision to reach out and get some help? Creditor calls? What kind of?
Creditor calls, mailers, threats. We felt like our back was just against the wall. We did what we could do, but it was so much more we needed to do and we couldn't do.
Were you having creditors call you?
Daily, sometimes twice a day. I got to the place I would not answer my phone. And I knew I had to do something. It started working on my nerves. So I was under doctor's care for a while. I knew I had to do something. I got very depressed. So what I did was looked in the phone book because I didn't know anyone to ask. Who can I go to help or for help, or what can I do? A lot of times you don't want your family to know what kind of mess you're in. So I just looked in the phone book and looked for an attorney. I didn't know whether I should file Chapter 13 or Chapter 7. When I looked in the phone book, I found Mr. Weston Hurley, and then I went to the internet and tried to do some little research on them and found out that he was the only bankruptcy attorney, licensed bankruptcy attorney. Am I correct?
Board certified.
Board certified attorney for bankruptcy. And how could I lose? So I went to see him. I was embarrassed at first. But once I got in there, I was made to feel really comfortable. Staff was very nice. Other people came in, but by then I was comfortable enough to think, well, they're here for the same reason I'm here. They're having the same problem. So after, they made the process so easy because we knew to get our approximate bills, but actually we didn't have all of them. Evidently looked up and found some more bills that, we didn't even know that were there.
Right.
So they gave us a workbook, and in putting everything in order and in little pockets and files, our case was just like a file cabinet. And when we would go see them, we would take our book. The convenient thing about them doing the service was we could make payments, and they still worked with us. And when we finally got a case number, we were able to tell people, you can't call me anymore.
And
Because
did the creditor call stop then?
they stopped. And that was before we even went through our final hearing. But the call stopped. That was a relief in itself. Once we went to our last hearing at the federal building, federal bankruptcy building, that's when I really was able to breathe and sigh. We were advised to put away money, save money. I do couponing, which I never did, but I got that from Hummingbird. It's a class, a consumer counseling class, and you're able to do that online from home, and that was so convenient. I didn't have to get dressed and go out and meet with somebody face to face. So that took away some of the embarrassment also.
Was the meeting that we had with the trustee, how did that go?
Now that was very easy because you first gave me an envelope with all of my papers, but then you had the case all ready to give to the judge, and he could look through it, and it was just easy. And did we say anything? I don't even think we had to say anything.
Yeah, you had to verify your name and your address.
Okay, well
Answer a few questions.
that's almost nothing.
Right.
You took care of everything. Mr. West took care of everything. And it was just so convenient. Since we've come out of bankruptcy now, life is so much easier. We've been able to move into a beautiful home. It's brand new. I love it. I have peace of mind. My bills are all up to date. First time in a long time.
And you were able to get a credit card.
Able to get a credit card. Getting over, come by car or do whatever. But we're not crazy. We're not going to jump out there again. We able to start a small savings. So, I mean, it's been a blessing. It's like a new leaf on life. And that's what I have to call it, a new lease on life.
And we pulled your credit score, and what is it now?
Our credit score is, what was it,
648.
648, and in a few more months, it'll be at 680 or 50 or something like that.
But it hasn't even been a year yet.
No, it hasn't been a year, so next year, it'll be where I want it to be probably. Because we're not going to go out and buy anything, but we're going to keep our credit card. So we just make our payments on time and just thanking God. What else can we do?
So,
I would advise anybody.
What would you say to someone who had problems paying their bills?
If you have problems paying your bills and you're getting repeated calls and you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, and my advice to anybody, because I did it, those payday lending places, you're going to get further in debt. So the best thing to do is seek help, and help is out there. And find the best attorney, and as I said, it's only one board-certified bankruptcy attorney.